My guest on the Bounce Back to Business interview is Heather from West Point House. West Point House, isn't it, Heather?
It is indeed.
And this is on Walney. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what West Point House is?
West Point House is self-catering accommodation for people who are coming to Barrow for work. So we have lots of people who work in the shipyard, we have wind farmers, and we have people who work at Furness General Hospital. You rent your room weekly or nightly, and it's self-catering. So it's like a hotel. It's hotel standard accommodation, but you've got a lounge where you can chat with other residents, and you've got a kitchen where you can make your own food. Because when I used to work away from home, I would eat a full English breakfast if someone put one in front of me, but it's not always the healthiest option. And after a couple of breakfasts, you just want to have an apple.
Yeah. Okay, so you must have been quite severely affected then as the country went into lockdown.
We did. We closed on the 22nd of March, unfortunately, but we had to, just for the sake of our residents and the sake of our colleagues.
Mm-hmm. But you're putting in lots of changes recently. So how have you adapted now as we come out of lockdown?
We have indeed. As soon as you come through the front door, there's a hook on the front door, so you don't have to touch the door handle, and we've got little hooks to open the door, so it's all as minimise actual touch as possible. You come in the front door, you anti-bac gel, then you go straight into, we've closed one of the ladies' toilets, and you go straight in there and wash your hands. And we've got hand washing and sanitizer throughout the building. We've got a strict one-way system into the kitchen. There's only 3 people allowed in the kitchen at once. We've got tape on the floor to make sure everybody's 2 metres apart. We've shut part of the dining room down so that people are again 2 metres apart. We've closed part of the lounge so that we can only have 5 people in the lounge.
Right. Okay. And obviously rooms will be thoroughly cleaned in between guests as well.
They will indeed. Yes.
Yeah. Do guests tend, because you're sort of like, you've got contract workers there. Do they tend to sort of keep the same room?
They do. We've had some people who've been in the same room for about 6 years.
Right.
We get some people who come just for a week or 2 weeks or 2 nights, and then other people who are with us for donkey's years. Yes.
Right. So it really is like a home from home that you're offering there then.
It is. Yes, it is. We work very hard at making everybody feel welcome.
Right. So are your guests starting to return now then?
Yeah, that's why we reopened for key workers, because people were phoning us and saying, please, we've got to come back to work, and you let us in.
Gosh, right. So that's people working at the hospital? Hospital
and BAE.
Right.
The BAE staff are key workers because it's nuclear and military.
Yeah. So when do you expect to be back up fully running again, full again?
That's a very difficult question to answer. We don't know. We've got more people next week, but we've got 37 bedrooms, and at the moment we're a long way off filling those. So, the benefit of the Zooming is that people now might not need to be at the workplace as often, which will impact our business. So it's very difficult to tell what's going to happen.
Yeah. On the upside, with people not being able to travel abroad for the holidays, you may be able to entice some tourists in.
We are definitely pushing the leisure market at the weekends. That's one thing we really want to do. We want to promote Walney as a destination in itself, because there's no leisure tourism facilities on the island. There's the caravan park, but you can't rent those out if you own a caravan there. So there's no tourism infrastructure. And I'm going around, saying, Walney's so beautiful. Why aren't people coming here for the weekend? Why are people not walking here? It's so gorgeous. And we've got the coastal path now, the Walney section of the coast path. That's 21 miles or 22 miles of beautiful walk, and we're smack bang in the middle of it. So we should be having walkers over the weekend.
That's what we should. And the nature reserve, if anybody who's interested in the bird watching and all the beautiful the seagulls and the seals.
Yeah, it'd be perfect for a staycation, and no worries about social distancing on Ernsey Bay, which is 6 minutes walk away.
True.
You know, you see all these horrific pictures of people on Brighton Beach, and it's like, why would anyone want to do that? You can have the beach to yourself here. Let the dogs run around, let them charge about.
Yeah. No dog restrictions. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you all the best, Heather, and thank you for talking to us.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.